You were going to get Charleston's, huh? And now you don't get to.
I thought we were getting Cheesecake Factory. I guess my wife ruled that one out, but it's not surprising.
Not as healthy. You're back in front of fans. You're interacting with fans. Kind of, what is that like?
It's like we're getting our lives back. But it's a great feeling. These people care so much about our program, and I feel good that we're giving them a product that they can be proud of again, and hopefully that leads to more people showing up in Gallagher, to be honest, and the atmosphere getting back to where, the people who were around in the early 2000s remember what it was like.
This is the second time you've done this at John Marshall. Is there a tie that you guys have here? Kind of why this place?
No, it's just an interesting NCAA rule. We're not allowed to kind of move around once we establish a place, so that we're not using it as a recruiting tool. It's one of those nuanced NCAA things that doesn't really make any sense. But anytime we come to either here or Tulsa, we have to go to the same place.
How do you feel at this stage of practice?
I feel good, actually. Our team's progressing very nicely. We're probably ahead of where I thought we'd be, less than 10 practices in. And that's just in terms of having been able to implement things. I'm not saying we're ready to go win at the level I hope we are, but we're moving faster along, and I think part of it is we got so many guys who've been through it already.
Are you any closer to having a lineup ready for that UCO exhibition?
No, and I really don't give much thought to it, to be honest. We'll have a scrimmage here soon, and that'll give us more of an indication of what we really think we can do against somebody else.
Talking to Rondell, he mentioned having a guy like Cisse makes a difference. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I mean, he immediately changes things that you can do on both ends of the court. You can be more aggressive as a perimeter defensive team, knowing that if there's a breakdown, there's somebody that can help erase the mistake, if you will. And then you see, you guys have been to a lot of practices. I'm not sure you've seen as many lobs in 4 years as you've probably seen the first couple of practices we have. And again, it's just another element to our making us a more dynamic team.
Do you see him and Caleb on the floor a lot together?
We haven't yet, so it's hard to say. Obviously, Caleb hadn't practiced that much here, so we'll see. I don't know that. I don't rule it out, though, because certainly that will give us some really, really strong presence on the defensive end. Just got to figure out how it works offensively.
He may hit a three in the corner over somebody. If he can at least have the threat to do that, how big can he be this year?
Again, he then changes who we can be from an upside standpoint, because it's an element of his game that he's not had as a part of his package. So we want him to continue to work on and gain confidence, and one of the ways you do that is not just working out, but then doing it in practice. I think it was over Musa, if I go back and watch the film. Musa was surprised as much as he gave him a pat on the back when he went past. It's something that as we continue to work on his skill development, it'll be an area we focus on. But I wouldn't imagine he'll be a guy that's shooting 4 or 5 threes a game for us at this point.
This was the first time that a lot of these guys have gotten to do something like this. What was your message kind of going into this?
Enjoy it, but there's still work to do, right? There's got a balance you got to strike. First of all, if you goof off, there's a more likelihood someone gets hurt. So we want to have the right approach to it, but we also want them to understand that it's for the fans. We want it to be enjoyable, and I think we accomplished that today.